between Heineken, Heineken being the drink of choice during UEFA Champions League matches?
Yeah, I mean, the partnership with Heineken and UEFA started many years ago. I think all avid UEFA Champions League supporters know that we've had a partnership for a very long time, and essentially this is just a another campaign to support that partnership, which is always rooted in the fans and the fandom.
Okay, absolutely. Okay, so back to us looking at this particular occasion that's going to be happening at Heineken House. Talk to us about the thinking behind creating a space where fans can experience all 18 of these matches together under one roof.
Yeah, I mean the rationale behind bringing fans together is really about creating better connection for these fans, right? So we
Mm.
know that football games, specifically the UEFA Champions League matches, are screened incredibly late at night. And a lot of the time, South Africans watch it alone in their lounge. And it's a little bit of a confined kind of viewing experience. And Heineken, being the international brand that it is really all about bringing people together. So that is essentially the crux of the idea. How do we get these fans out of their homes so that they can all enjoy the matches together? The 18 match idea
Mm.
is an interesting one, right? Because
Yeah.
you've then got 36 teams, which is essentially made up of 36 different groups of supporters, and putting them in one space is an interesting concept. But the intention here is really for them to share their passion for football, and make new connections.
Okay. And then in terms of just your consideration for the fact that, I mean, yes, Heineken, the drink of choice for many South Africans, especially when they're watching international football. Football is big as part of our social culture here in South Africa. What are just some of the things that you considered in putting together a platform that really reflects how South African culture is shaped around sports and how we want to experience, sort of shared spaces and watching football with one another? Any sort of amazing
Yeah.
surprises, that would be familiar to us?
Yeah, I think the experience that is happening tonight at the kickoff of the campaign
Mm.
is something incredibly different, right? As I mentioned previously, we will be screening all 18 matches that is happening tonight at 10 o'clock. And the idea is that these matches will be screened in one vicinity. So the experience will be locally tailored in that as South Africans, we love being with each other. We love being together,
Yeah.
and we love having a good time. So that energy and that hype that you would get and feel in the stadium with other fans and like-minded individuals will be felt at the experience tonight. I think that looking forward and looking into the rest of the campaign, we really started playing around with this idea of viewing the matches at home, which
Mm-hmm.
is one experience on its own and what that looks like. And we'll be trying to bring that to life in people's homes. And then on the other side, it's viewing it at your local bar or one of these types of venues where the experience is even different and sometimes even louder and more exciting. So both of those elements will be included in the campaign. And obviously, as we do every year, we'll end the campaign with our infamous Heineken House final viewing experience. Yeah, there's lots of exciting things happening there.
Oh, that sounds absolutely amazing. We are 20 minutes into 3 p.m. in Central African time, talking about the next round of the UEFA Champions League kickoff that's actually taking place today. Stay with us.
Conversations are happening, and Channel Africa is at the heart of them. We tell the African story with clarity, pride, and purpose, reaching audiences that matter to your brand. Partner with us and connect your business with listeners across borders in multiple languages and markets. For partnership opportunities, sponsorship, or sales, email us at partnership@channelafrica.co.za. Channel Africa, the African perspective. We take no sides, none whatsoever. We are the Upside.
Welcome back, and thank you for staying with us. We're still in conversation with Warrick in his capacity as Marketing Communications Manager at Heineken South Africa. They are putting together something wonderful for the fan base here in South Africa for the kickoff of the next round, that is, of UEFA Champions League, which happens to happen today. Okay, so is it too late for me to get involved? Warrick, I mean, I've got my T-shirt ready, and I want to come.
Are you in? If you're in Johannesburg and you're close to Hyde Park, we're more than happy to have you.
Okay, so it is in Hyde Park today. How does this event then fit into Heineken as a brand? How does it fit into the broader relationship that you have with football and the Champions League? I mean, you mentioned the fact that we can trace the relationship to many moons ago, but what does the next chapter look like?
Yeah, I mean, I can't stress the importance of this being a long-standing relationship that has happened over many years, right? But it's always been rooted in this idea of bringing fans closer to the game, and it's our commitment to the UEFA Champions League as a brand, and it's their commitment to us. So the event tonight builds on that commitment locally, and I think that that's essentially the lens that we looked through when we built this campaign and really started looking at how we can make a meaningful difference in the fans' lives, right? And the idea is that we'll translate the prestige of the competition into these meaningful connections on the ground, and really highlight the fan enjoyment.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm sorry, I have to put you on the spot, Warrick. I mean, we are talking football, I need to know where you stand. Is it Arsenal? Is it Real Madrid? Is it Liverpool? who is it for you? Who's your champion?
I thought about this, and to be completely honest, while I am on the spot, I only actually got really involved. I grew up in a home where football was not on the TV every day.
Right.
I didn't inherit a team from my grandfather or my father, but I did have the pleasure of going to the Champions League final in Munich last year.
Beautiful.
And yeah. So the fan experience kind of took over and made its way into my world, and I really felt an appreciation for Bayern Munich, probably because I was there and I could experience the energy. But yeah, that's where I've hedged my bets.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds awesome. Just by the way, because you were, had exposed yourself to the international space, how different do they experience football? This is now from a fan base perspective. How do they experience football as compared to the local crowd here in Mzansi?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the energy locally, it is unmatched. The stadiums locally vibrate for the entire game. Obviously, there is, dependent on the scale of the match, there is a massive following globally for these fans.
Yeah.
And they show up. They show up in thousands, and they do their best. I think the big difference is the entertainment. I think we can do a lot better locally. We've got so much talent,
Right.
that during the show, the halftime show, pre-show, there's a lot of entertainment or opportunities for entertainment that I think that we could possibly capitalize on.
All right, and I guess that's where you fit in. You the marketing guy. So let's make it happen. Oh my goodness, it's going to be a really fun and one definitely for the history books, without a doubt. Thank you, Warrick. All the best for tonight.
Thank you so much, and have a lovely afternoon.
Thank you. That is the voice of Warrick Wyngaard, who is the Marketing Communications Manager at Heineken South Africa. So listen, you're welcome to let us know who you're rooting for. I'm sure there's somebody. Let us know, okay? If you happen to catch this broadcast live, let us know on our social media platform. Who is it for you under this huge umbrella of the UEFA Champions League?